Hare Krishna. Um, so this used to be my patch for my grapevines, and I actually had 5 of them here in a 10, 12 foot, 13-foot space, which was too much. It was too close. And what happened now, I transplanted a lot of them. So now in this space, there is 1 and 2 grapevines in this space. And I transplanted the other grapevines down here. I had a very beautiful, surprising experience last growing season, because I had old grapevines here by the fence that I didn't realize there was grapes until it was just so obvious because the scent of the leaves and everything. But what I did, I transplanted one of the grapevines to here. This is another one. And this is the third one. And these were already here as grapes. I guess the previous owner had planted these. So I pruned them down, and they will be growing. They grow a lot, but they don't grow grapes. But I think this year they will be growing grapes because I'm curing them. So this one is another one. It's another one. And this big one right here, oh, it's an old one. It is huge. It is so huge, and it grows a whole lot. So you notice I cut off all of the branches. I'm gonna start training them to grow. So now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 grapevines. And I actually consume the leaves also, so that's going to be a whole lot of grapes and grape leaves. And the peonies I transplanted, they don't like being moved, but I think I did a good job. And as you can see, she's putting on buds already, and it's not even spring yet. So I think she's going to do just well. And this is another one that I transplanted from where the grapes were. That's where these were, and I transplanted them here. I got to move this fireplace because it's too close to her, and I don't want to get burnt. So I'm gonna move the fireplace closer to the compost heap. What I also did, just like with the grapes, the vines was too close. Also, the rose bushes were too close in the front of the yard. So what I did, I transplanted 1 rose bush here in the backyard, 1 rose bush here, maybe 2, and 3 rose bush here. But these are climbing roses, so they're gonna need a support. And I'm thinking about using the cattle fence utility wire, and it's pretty good. It's pretty good stuff. Seen a lot of videos on it. It's pretty good stuff. So I'm gonna do those with end posts. So it's been a good winter for them, for all the plants, the trees. Hasn't been too cold, and it's been wet. And as you can see, I insulated them. But I mainly did this insulation because we have skunks, and skunks, like everybody else, I really dislike skunks. And they was digging up the roots, looking for food. Not the roots, but by the roots. So when I cover it like this, I have the scent of the food, so they don't dig it up. But pretty soon I'm gonna be taking these off, because I've noticed, because I have them covered, the mulch of leaves that I put down, still a lot of it is not yet decayed because it was covered. So still have the mulch of leaves has not been decayed yet. But maybe that's not it, because even the mulch around, which shouldn't really put leaves around the roses. They're rather, the real mulching stuff in the store, they don't really like leaves as much. So this compost was covered for the winter. It was much higher, but I flattened it out. And this right here is actually um, coconut that has been used for fire, um, and some roses and stuff like that. But a lot of these are leaves. It's really consists of leaves and cow compost, cow manure compost. So I flattened it out because now it's a little warmer. So I'm gonna get them some sun, get them some water. I'm not gonna get them any water because it's gonna be raining a lot this week. It's gonna start raining again tomorrow. It just finished raining this morning. Stopped raining this morning. So I'm flattening it out. Just let it get that water in there. Then I'm gonna put some cow compost on it, and hopefully it breaks down quick. If I can't use it by spring, I'll definitely be able to use it next year. What I'm gonna do is when it complete, just put them in just bag them up like you do like you purchase in the store. But just put it in very utility trash bags, the heavy trash bags. So all along here, I always like mint, but you can't plant them in the yard because they'll literally take over the whole yard and kill everything else. But you can grow them quite well in containers. So I'm gonna put them all along here, all along up here, this side. Where I was gonna put the grapes first, but it doesn't get enough sun, so I'm glad I didn't. So these are the rose bushes. So they're ready. Pretty in a couple months they're gonna start blooming. This is another one of the peonies. It's the smallest of them. So I brought it here in the front because there wasn't any more room in the back. And as you notice, you know, they still have buds on them. So all three of them I think should do pretty good. These are the fruit trees. That's the Red Delicious Semi-Dwarf, all pruned down from last fall. This is Yellow Delicious Semi-Dwarf. And this is my dwarf fruit tree. I think it's pear. This is a pear plum. I forgot. But this is the Satsumi plum tree. Satsumi plum tree. And the French prune plum tree. So everybody, they're ready. They're ready to go. And now I have more space here with my rose bushes. So now they can grow a lot easier now without touching each other. I still should prune off some more of this because this looks like dead wood right here. This is dead wood. So I'm gonna prune that off before they start putting on buds. Yeah, I'm gonna prune them down. Anything that's brownish, darkish brown, I'm gonna just prune. This should have been cut off. So they don't they don't hinder the growth. So these are all most of the cuttings from the bush in the fall of last year, 2017. So all this I put in the fire, and when it breaks down, I use it as biocompost. It goes back in the compost, the ashes, and the breakdown of it. But those roses have very thick, some of them have thick thorns. So you got to be careful, even though you're not going to burn like 100% of them. So when you're working in the soil with them, you got to be a little bit careful. So right now I should be working on my bike. Got to give it an oil change and change the spark plug. But I said let me kill two birds with one stone and start a fire. All this becomes when it finishes, all the ash goes in the compost and it helps enrich the compost. And I have a lot of wood to go. And my neighbor next door, the owner of the sixth family, he chopped down some trees last year, and he has a lot more wood. And he volunteered to chop my old gibbon tree down. So I'm gonna have all this wood. I love this tree. I love you. The good thing is, it will never really die because all of his energy is put back in this very yard. That's some of his energy that's going to be put back in the plants. So all these plants and all these trees are going to ever be a part of him. And then when I eat the food, he becomes a part of me, you know. So you'll never die. You know, you'll always be a part of the earth, of course. Everything is recyclable. Jay girl to dad.